Hello everyone, Melanie here, and I'm going to be showing you today how to create an event on LinkedIn. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing that now. And if you find that this data is helpful, give us the thumbs up. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with what a LinkedIn event is, it is just a way for you to invite people to different events that you have scheduled. It can be an online event. It can be something through LinkedIn Live. It can be something on YouTube. It can be a total in-person networking meeting. So LinkedIn Events is going to help you by giving you an easy platform to invite connections to the meeting. So I want to take a moment and run you through it. Now, know that this is all completely free. My goodness, LinkedIn gives us a lot of horsepower for free on the different things that they offer us. Now, specifically, today's video is going to be more targeted towards individuals that either own a company or individuals who actually have the ability or authorization to post and do things on another company's page. So it could be like you are part of an association and you can post on one of their pages, or you can create events on one of their pages. And it's really easy to tell if you have this ability or not. All right, so let me get started showing you how to utilize this so you can bring more people into your different events. So let me go ahead and share my screen to start. Here we go. And I'm going to actually go ahead and zoom in so you can see this a little bit stronger. Now, when you're on your main homepage that you just get to by clicking this home button at the top, on the left-hand side, you're going to see your pages that you have access to. Now, remember, it is free to create any type of LinkedIn company page. You just have to have a company or an association or something that you're creating a page for. But let's go through and show you further how I would do an event for my company page, CGL Recruiting. So click on the page that you want to create the event for. And it's going to take you to all the information where you do posts and such for that page. Up towards the top right, you're going to see admin tools. When you click on that down arrow with admin tools, you're going to see create an event. Now, once you click on that, it's going to pull up the event template. And all you have to do is fill out the different sections. Now, it will not let you choose the organizer, right? Because you're doing it from a particular company page. And so it's going to require you to do it on behalf of that company or that page. So now when we go down further, we will see it's going to first ask you for the event name. Now, if you already have an event scheduled somewhere, like for example, I have this one scheduled on YouTube for a job seeker Q&A event. I'm going to go in and just take that title and put it right here for the event name. I then choose the time zone that I'm in, and I choose the the date and time of the actual event that we're having. In this case, it's going to be on April 29th at 10 a.m. and ending the same day at 11 a.m. So it's easy to put in your times right here, and then it's going to ask you for a description. Now, for me, I already have a description created because this is a YouTube event. So I'm just going to come over and cut and paste that in. But please know that you can go through and type in whatever you want here about the description. Maybe you have a special guest speaker for a monthly networking meeting. You can put in information about that individual, anything you want to right here. Okay, let's keep going. So the next thing you're going to want to do is put in the speakers. Now, this is a very, very important part. Now, in the case of myself, since I own the page, you'll notice it will not let me choose myself. If there's a different Melanie Woods, but it's not me, because it's automatically going to give me the approval in order to be a speaker for this. So it doesn't make me add in somebody else. My name's already going to be added. But if you're having an event, and this is especially true for associations, like, for example, you can see that I'm part of Oilfield Connections International. For any of you from Oilfield Connections watching this, if you put in the entire leadership team or anybody that's part of the group leading that organization, it's going to let you have all of those people invite connections to your meeting. And that is brilliant. So let me show you how that would work by adding a member of our team to it. Let me go in and let me zoom back in. and add in Maureen Hooper. And Maureen is our Director of Operations here at CGL. So I'm going to go ahead and add her in. And you see how it did it right here? Now, once you add somebody in, it's actually going to send them a message saying, you've been tagged as a speaker for this event. Do you accept? And as long as they accept, then it's going to let them invite connections to this meeting. So you do, if they're not, if it's part of a leadership team or something, you are going to have to inform them in advance of this process and what you're doing. Okay, so now that you can see this and you see her added, I then go down to the settings. Let me zoom back in so you can see this. The settings for the event is it can be either a public event or a private event. In this case, I'm going to leave it as a public. I can choose to use a LinkedIn registration form. And if you want information about that, you can do that here. Or I can have it as an online event. Or if I uncheck that, an actual address can be entered and a venue name. Like if you're holding a networking meeting at a registration, and then a registration or broadcast link. So from this that we're doing right now, and the one that I am creating, it's going to be an online event, right? So I am going to go over and take the online link that I have and put that right here. If you were doing an in-person one, you're going to want to put in the address instead. Okay, so I am also going to say, in this case, it's a broadcast link. And I'm going to just choose create. Now, once I choose create, LinkedIn is actually going to create this as an event. I am given the option at this point in time to share this event out with everybody within my network. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, let me take that back. Everybody within the network of the company page that you're posting. So you do have followers on that company page. So in this case, it's going to send it out not to my personal connections, but to the followers. That's step one, right? So I'm going to go ahead and say, yes, I want to send this. I'm going to make sure I'm going to use some hashtags. In this case, I'm going to do things like job seekers, because this one is focused on, of course, on job seekers and people looking for jobs. I'm going to do it to a variety of different hashtags, ones that I think individuals who are potentially interested in it will be taking a look at. Let me add a couple more here. Careers, job. There we go. So I've got to set a hashtag, and I'm going to post this. And then it's going to post from the company page. Now, this is something that is the important part. Yes, it's sending out to all of the company page followers. Here is where you can get more people to come to your events. Now, let me zoom back in. When you're out here on this, you see now it has this blue button that says invite connections. Anybody who went and you put as an attendee will see this blue button appear for them. And LinkedIn allows you to send, get ready for it, 1,000 invitations a week when you do this. That is an incredibly huge number of invitations of people that you can invite. Now, if you have a senior team or a group of 8 speakers and you've listed all of those people as the speakers in this event, LinkedIn lets each of them send 1,000 invitations per week until the event occurs. That is huge and will definitely help. Let me show you what it looks like when you're sending those invitations. So when you're out here on the invite connections, I'm going to click on that blue button, and then it's going to bring up all of my different connections. Now, you can sort these a crazy number of ways. I can say, like, let's say the event was taking place in Atlanta, Georgia. I can choose to say Atlanta, Georgia, and then it will show me just the individuals that are in Atlanta, Georgia that I'm connected with. I can then go further and say, well, this is something that is in Atlanta, Georgia, but it also is something that's in a particular industry. So I only want to see the people in Atlanta, Georgia who are part of, let's say, the oil and energy industry. Choose that. and click apply. Oh, well, I guess I don't know anybody in Atlanta, Georgia that's in that. Let me see. Well, that was probably not the best industry for Atlanta, Georgia. Let's say it's an IT. There, it's going to show me the ones that are part of IT in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, once I have that list out there, there's a couple of things I can do. I can either click this button up here on the left, and I can invite them that way, or I can choose instead to choose them one at a time and do it that way. Now, for this particular event that I just did, I'm not really worried about the industry so much, right? It doesn't matter. What I care more about is that the people are job seekers. So I may say, let me see people whose current job is like currently seeking. Because a lot of people that are job seekers put that as their current job. And see if anybody comes up in that list. Let me change it and take it out of Atlanta and put it to the United States. And there I had 3 people come up. Now let's say I want to send it to all 3 of those. I can invite those 3 and then just click invite 3. And it's going to show me that 3 people have been invited to my event. Now, I know that this does seem like a lot of having to go out and invite, but I am telling you, if you are trying to get more and more people to attend your events, this is a brilliant way to get a lot of individuals to your events. Now, if you have multiple people, there is a chance that you're going to have some of the same people in your network. Don't worry, don't stress about that, because it's going to record anytime somebody goes in there who has already been invited. And so it doesn't let you invite the same person more than once. So I hope that this shows you the power of LinkedIn events and how it can really help you with different things that you are scheduling. If you have any questions about this, please go ahead and put it in the comments down below. I will do my best to get you an answer as soon as I possibly can. Don't forget to subscribe. We have lots of information for you that we always share on LinkedIn and other platforms. My passion is for job seekers, but we do lots of things for companies on hashtags, how to do a free company page, and more. So subscribe, and we'll make sure we notify you every time we release a new video. All right, everyone. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.